What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're on the moon, and we were looking for soliton flares so I could get my exotic sword, and I ran into yet another mystery patrol. Now, we ended up showing you what happened on the first time I ever had this happen to me, and it was on the Cosmodrome. So, if any of you happen to find out what these are all about, if they're little self-contained missions, or if they might potentially lead into anything else, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, as you see, I just completed a patrol mission, and as I'm walking out around here, my ghost calls in and says, hey, we've got a new message. I've got basically a new patrol to do. But as you can tell, it doesn't say what I'm supposed to do. So what I'm doing is just going off of my previous experience in the Cosmodrome, where my very first step was I needed to kill enemies with a critical hit. Now, this looks like it's saying enemies defeated. It looks pretty much like that's what it's saying, so it doesn't look like I need to actually kill enemies with a critical hit based on this, so I'm just going ahead and killing enemies. And the closer I get to completing my objective, the quicker that this thing is going to fill in and tell me exactly what it is I need to do. But by that time, you've probably already done what you needed to do a numerous amount of times, and it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it ends up saying. So as I mentioned, I was actually looking for those helium coils to begin with, because I'm trying to find those final soliton flares I needed for my exotic sword bounty. And I buckled down and finally pulled out a ghost that actually has the ability to search and point out where the helium coils are on the moon. And I have to say, that is an extremely useful perk for at least, knocking down the time that it's going to take to search. So be sure that you grab your ghost to do that, or if you're a hunter, have your keen scout ability on. It's going to help you out a whole lot. So there it is, we completed our first part of this patrol slash bounty, and we're on to part number 2. Now for me, part number 2 on the Cosmodrome was for resources collected, resources claimed. I can't remember exactly what it said. So since I'm already going to be doing that anyway, I might as well collect this and see what ends up happening. And as I collect that, I do get the next part of the bounty. So it looks like I'm just going to do what I'm on the moon to do anyway, and that's go grab the helium coils. And on the Earth, on the Cosmodrome, it also counted if I collected chests. So I'm just going to go grab anything that I can, and that should bump up this next stage. So on the moon, the first stage was just kill enemies, and the second stage looks like it is to gather any of the resources around. On the Cosmodrome, it was kill enemies with critical hits, and then collect resources, and then finally it wanted me to dance. So we danced. I have no idea what the third step is going to be here on the moon. Right now I'm just looking for any helium coils or anything that I can find, and just kind of hopping around to see if I can get in range of my ghost for anything. It doesn't point out chests, but it will point out helium coils. So just looking around, seeing if I can find anything. It looks like I kind of picked this area dry a little bit. And yeah, there's absolutely nothing on my radar at all as far as helium goes. I'm really going to be excited to get my first exotic sword. I did end up collecting all of the materials, and I can get that on Wednesday, I believe. I think I have to do that final strike mission, and I think I'm going to do it with one of my clanmates, Blaze, because she also needs a solar sword, and I need a solar sword. And there it is. There's a helium coil over there, so I can grab that and move it on for my next step of this bounty. And what do you know? I collected my final soliton flare right there. So that's it. Gotta be happy to finally get that stage of the quest done. Man, that was long. It took me a really long time. I know some people took, like a couple hours? Mine was definitely several hours. Several hours hunting those soliton flares and doing all of the kills. Now it looks like we completed our last stage of this quest. Part number 2, we collected all our coils, and we're just moving on to the third stage. And like I said, on Earth it was to dance, so I danced. No avail on that dance. I'm gonna sit, nothing, and maybe we'll stand up and wave. Anything? No. So that wasn't it. So I'm gonna keep walking around the moon, seeing if I can try to figure out what this final stage is. And whenever I kill that Dreg over there, it starts filling in. So it ended up filling in when I killed that enemy on a critical hit. I get another piece of completion on that critical hit. So obviously for stage number 3 here, it is kill enemies with critical hits, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the pieces of the moon. I still have my ghost on. You can see it's still pointing out helium coils. Gonna go for some long range critical hits, and there it is. That is Mystery Patrol number 2 completed, and we ended up getting some strange coins, some rep, some glimmer, but that's it. Again, does this lead to anything bigger in the game? It doesn't feel like it, but then again, you know, if you recall the Touch of Malice quest, some of that stuff was so disconnected. Who knows? I don't think it does, but you never know, so that's why I'm just putting this out there. So we've seen the Cosmodrome and the moon. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, the Taken King, and I'll see you around in Destiny Mystery Patrol.